Hello, how'd you do? I'm not broken up, just split in two. Hope you're fine, ain't got time to do everything you said you would. Frames of the past and the memory of you just come running by. Pictures of sunny days with your smile in the bar. They say I was broken. How could they?
Hello ladies, welcome to today's video. We are gonna do some summer declutter today to just help us manage our home. As a working mom, school year for me is really busy. Between work, school, after school activities, it's just, I feel like go all the time. And during summer, I just have a little bit more room to breathe. And I want to take this opportunity this year to really tackle some of the areas in my house that just need extra attention. So the 3 areas that I want to declutter today and organize and clean are this office cabinet that I moved to the space when I was doing a huge declutter in my office. So I bought the cabinet and then I moved it around once I got a walking pad or a treadmill for under my desk. And it's just needed some attention. For the cabinet, I think it was for this one, it was more about organizing it versus decluttering, but I did move some things from my office closet, and office closet will be probably one of the next projects I have to tackle. But it just needed some attention. So that was number 1 on my priority. It was one that I kind of dreaded the most because I don't know, I just feel like I needed a better system to store all my office supplies. So we're going to tackle this one first, and then we're going to move on to organize a cabinet on a TV stand. There is one that my kids are using and it's just overflowing with stuff at this point. So that was something we're going to tackle as well. And lastly, we're going to tackle our bathroom. Really, I wanted to just tackle one of the drawers, but our bathroom is small and I just basically cleaned up, decluttered every single cabinet in there. So hope you're ready for some motivation. Let me know in the comments if you are doing any decluttering or organizing projects this summer. And if you are, let me know what it is. I'm really curious what areas of your home you are trying to tackle that are giving you problems or anxiety, or they just need attention. Because I don't know about you, but anytime there is an area in my house that's just full of clutter and is not organized, it's just messes up with the functionality of my house, and it tends to just stress me out. So if you are the same way, let me know as well. And as you can see, I'm starting with, just cleaning out the drawers. I did not tackle the last 2 of the drawers. That's where I have my scrapbooking stuff. And I think I mentioned that when I was first putting stuff in that cabinet a few months ago. For right now, I just have it stored in there until I actually have time to start scrapbooking again. And then I can figure out a system that works for me as far as where to put it, how to organize it. But for now, it is there just the way it is. But the top drawers, putting those liners because I have a lot of small containers, and they tend to move around every time I open and close, and it's very annoying. So I'm putting those on the bottom to prevent that. And then I'm gonna start organizing it, and you're gonna see me bringing a lot of stuff from my desk, from my office, because I'm trying to when I'm decluttering, I'm trying to, one, obviously get rid of stuff. But as I said before, I already went through a huge decluttering session, if you will, in the office a few months ago. So there was not that much to declutter. But I want to make it now organized and functional. So now that I had this, new setup in my office for a while, now I know what works and what doesn't. So it still is taking me a little bit of a time to organize it. You're gonna see some back and forth. You're not gonna see all of it because this video would be very long, but there was definitely a lot of thinking, moving things around, to make sure that it is organized in a nice way that I want it to be organized in, and that it is definitely number one, that it is functional for me.
If you believe in love, how will I feel it? If you believe in me, how will you let me in? If you are ready, how do...
And if you are new here, welcome. My name is Marta. I am a full-time working mom. During the day, I work as an analyst for a large healthcare organization. I work from home, which is why I do use this office a lot every single day, which is why I'm putting a lot of thought into how it's organized. Me and my husband have 2 kids. We have an 11-year-old and a 7-year-old. And on my channel, you're gonna see a lot of content about decluttering, organizing, cleaning, really making your house as functional as possible for you. I am a true believer that there is no one system that's gonna work for everyone. It is more about understanding what your needs are, what's gonna work best for you and your family, and just making that happen in your home so it functions as well as it can for you and your family. So this is also why a lot of times, we organize our house one way, and few months later or a couple of years later, depending, we find ourselves that we need to reorganize something. And that is because things change in our lives, our schedules change, our kids are all getting older, and just the needs are changing, so our house function is gonna change a little bit as well. So it's kind of like an ongoing process. As things change, you need to adjust your household, and that is something that I love sharing. That is something that I'm really passionate about, to making sure that house is functioning so you are not as stressed, because life is stressful enough as it is. There's always things that are happening that are causing us frustration and stress, and our house should be our escape, our sanctuary, where everything is just the way you want it to be, and it's functioning, and you can relax there and de-stress. And to me, having an organized house that functions for me and my family is how that is happening. And I have been struggling with that in the past. If you look at some of my major decluttering videos, you will know why. Now I am entering that maintenance mode where I'm just making small adjustments, concentrating more on decluttering the spaces that are commonly getting cluttered in the natural way. Like for us, that would be a mudroom, that would be the bathroom drawer we're gonna organize, a kid's playroom. There are areas in each house that clutter will naturally come there, and you need to address it on a regular basis before it gets out of control. But I don't have any major decluttering projects anymore, which feels absolutely amazing. So I am happy to be able to finally be in that area, in that time of my life where I don't have to do those major decluttering projects. But if you are there, I have plenty of videos on my channel where you can go back and see how it all started for me. So let me know where you are on your decluttering journey, or if you are even on the decluttering journey, or are you more on, I need to get my house organized at this point, just like I am right now. Definitely let me know.
I've been gone, but haven't done much healing. It's pretty clear to me, kinda strange how I can take a beating from my better self. It's like no one else even really scratches the surface, 'cause nobody gets.
And that office cabinet took a long time, and I'm happy to be done. And now we're gonna move on to this one cabinet. It's in a TV stand, and as you can see, it's just overloaded with stuff. So it is one of those things, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate. It's, when there are things laying around, you just shove it in there. Especially for like toys or just some things that that this is an area where some toys are stored and some games, so it goes there. So it technically goes to the right spot that holds the same category of toys, but technically not. This is not the permanent house for those things, so it shouldn't be there. But nobody's perfect, so we're working on that. And I have been going back and forth of moving those toys into the playroom. It's mostly kind of arts and crafts that's in here, that's left over. And we still left it here for now. My daughter does use that quite often. And when she uses that, she does use it in the living room. So I am still leaving it here. We don't need that space for anything else under the TV. So we'll revisit in a few months and see if it's time to move it somewhere else. But for now, it functions the way we want it to function. So that's another thing, as I talked about before, you want your house to function for you. So does it make sense in the ideal world for all the toys and arts and crafts to be moved to kids' playroom or their room? Yes. However, it works for us because she does take it out from here, put it in the living room or a dining room table and use those things. So it is what functions best for us, so we're gonna keep it that way, even though it might not make much sense for some people. In our household, it does make sense. So that's what I was talking about. Make your house functional for you, regardless of what the standard might be or what somebody else is doing. As long as it's functioning for you, that's all that matters.
My best friend didn't care about the rules, good on the weekends. I'll be in fools, drifting to deep space. So brave and so stupid, just like the movies. I was gonna stay in the fight with you, just thinking we would do this until we couldn't do it. Each and every high, every night with you, you and me so clueless.
And as you can see, I am involving my daughter in a lot of decluttering because those are her things. So I want her to be in charge of what she wants to keep and what she wants to get rid of, or what she wants to save kind of as a keepsake. And if you are just starting with your kids, it might feel very overwhelming. And that is because, if they are like most kids, they will want to keep everything. But as they are going through this every few months, they will, they are getting older, but they also are getting used to the idea of decluttering, and they get better. And I will tell you that's definitely a case with my daughter. All the papers you saw on the floor are something she decided to keep a few months ago when we were going through this cabinet before. She decided that she wants to keep all of it. She put it in like a plastic envelope and she kept it. And now, as you saw, she threw it all away. So she's definitely understanding, yeah, I kept it last time. I thought I would miss it and I never looked at it again. So I think it's a great learning opportunity for the kids. So if you can, I would definitely involve your kids in that process.
Broken, shattered, singing along to nothing matters. Stray around like nighttime rumors. We were in too deep in your worn out sweaters, thinking we'll be young forever. Driving in your mom's old hatchback, and we were
And finally, let's move on to the last area in the house, and that will be the bathroom. And it's not too bad actually at all. That under the sink, it just has, it just needs to be looked through. This bottom drawer, there really is all the things we use. It's just a matter of cleaning it up. What I really want to address is this one, and that's all the hair things that me and my daughter use. Well, mostly my daughter, as you can see by the type and colors that are here. And this medicine cabinet also doesn't have a lot of things because I moved a lot of them to our other bathroom. So this is the bathroom that my kids use and guests use, that main bathroom. And it just needed some attention, as like I said, especially that top drawer, because when we do her hair, in the evening we just put it in there. And I think there's just a lot of things as well that she no longer uses. So this was an area she's still struggling with. She wanted to keep a lot of the things. She got rid of some, don't get me wrong. But she was like, I want to keep it. And she almost never uses that because all she wants lately is a ponytail with no accessories on her hair. So, but like I said, I'm trying to give her the choice. She made all the choices. But the funny thing is, she did put some things away that she wants to keep. And we decided to put them in her room because she has like a little organizer for her things that she doesn't use that often. So we moved it upstairs, and a couple of days later, we were going through the things in her room, her accessories and all of that. And all the things that I brought from downstairs, that I thought she never used, I put it on her desk, and we were done with organizing and going through the stuff that she had in her room. I took the ones from her desk, asking her again, do you want to keep it? And funny thing is, she got rid of 90% of it. She's like, oh yeah, I don't want it anymore. So it's just a matter of days between this decluttering and the one in her room. And she already, decided that she actually doesn't want it and we can get rid of it. So sometimes it's just like for us, we are not sure we want to keep something. But if you give it a few days, a few weeks, you're going to realize, what, actually, I don't want that thing anymore. I'm totally fine with getting rid of it. So it works the same as for adults. So definitely, I encourage you to keep trying with your kids.
But you ain't gazing on someone in denial, 'cause you want dollar bills right now, but you gotta work real hard. I know you want it to be easy, so let your guard down. And I said,
so one of the systems I have learned a long time ago is to make sure that everything has its own space, its own home. So even in the drawers, we try to put, similar things in a separate bin. So like hair bands that are hers are in one, the ones that are mine are in another. Kind of organizing it that way so it's easier to keep them organized and keep things in control. And most importantly, the cleanup is much easier because you know exactly where that item belongs, where you want to put it. So as you can see on the bottom, I just keep like her dryer, our brushes and curling iron, straightener, things like that. So all I had to do over there was clean it up. And under the sink, we try to keep it as minimal as possible as well. On the left, what you see is obviously extra toilet paper, and then I have a bin. That's my laundry bin. It looks tiny, but I promise you it is not. It holds a lot of things. Sometimes I'm surprised how much it holds. So our bathroom is small, so I wanted to avoid putting an extra like a hamper. So this is where my kids, after they, when they take showers and stuff, or get dressed in the morning, that's where I put it in. and I just bring it downstairs to our laundry room when it gets full. So as you can see, that's a lot of stuff I actually got rid of. Mine at that shower curtain that's gonna go up right now. It was all expired, or there were a couple that were empty. So it was nicely hidden in the back. So it even tells you that sometimes, even when the house or a cabinet in your house looks organized, it is important to go through it on a regular basis to continue to get, rid of stuff that you no longer use. That is that maintenance of regularly revisiting the spaces and making sure you only are keeping the things that you are actually using.
Something knocked you out. You felt your limitations and filled your mind with doubt. You wanna stay chill.
And the funny thing is with this cabinet is when we used to all share a bathroom because our other one was under, it was being remodeled. It was definitely fuller. Like we had stuff, it was nicely organized, but it was full in there. And, when I moved the stuff to the other bathroom, that was, things that belonged to me and my husband, it almost felt like something was very off. Like, well, it's almost like I don't have enough stuff in there, which is so silly to say. But when you're used to having a lot of stuff in cabinets, when you see like those huge gaps of space, it takes time to get used to it. It's funny as it sounds. This natural urge is like, well, I probably should put something else in there, which is completely ridiculous. But let me know if you ever experienced anything like that, because it did make me laugh at one point when we went through that change. That when you're so used to clutter, it's almost like when it's missing, you notice and something feels off. Feels good now, but first reaction was like, something is missing there. And that is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some motivation to do any decluttering, cleaning, or organizing projects this summer to make your home more organized and more functional for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.